Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Alyssa and I'm going to talk to you about a project that I got to work on with Christy, Faith, Rose, and Karen. When we started this project, we were asked to explore the topic of remote work in the post-pandemic world. And we are really excited to get to share our work with you today because we feel that remote work is going to dramatically change the way that people live and work in the future. In fact, in a recent survey of company leaders, 53% of respondents reported that they plan on continuing remote work after social distancing procedures are lifted. While the pandemic will end, remote work won't. This discovery prompted us to look into the effects that remote work has on people. What struggles do remote workers face that in-person workers don't? While 60% of CEOs claim that there's no impact on productivity, they may be lured by data that only seems to prove that businesses work remotely effectively. In fact, this may overlook burning social capital caused by inefficient communication. A Harvard Business Review survey revealed some deeply problematic trends. 80% of remote workers feel that their relationships with their coworkers suffer from a lack of communication. 52% don't feel that they're treated equally, and 84% said work-based struggles drag on for days. 41% even felt that their coworkers may be saying bad things about them behind their backs. These factors can lead to mental health issues like depression and anxiety. In summary, remote workers feel disconnected from their coworkers and the overall company culture. So we decided to speak with some of them to see what they need to solve these problems. From these interviews, we found that remote workers need frequent team communication. They need an opportunity to have face-to-face time, and they really need a sense of belonging and a sense of trust. So how can we meet these rising needs? We need to bring a sense of variety to remote work. This will help relieve the stress, depression, and loneliness associated with it. Also, we need to prioritize work-life balance and encourage the development of friendly connections. With this in mind, we started to look at market trends. Organizations are moving beyond the hierarchy of bosses. They're looking for new opportunities to expand, and they're fostering new forms of leadership from more distributed teams. At the same time, cross-functional teams are finding innovative ways to create in the unpredictable post-pandemic environment. To do this, workers need to build trust in an incredibly short period of time. Additionally, video conference tools are sometimes used with visual collaboration tools to achieve these new goals. But because these efficiency-focused, task-oriented collaboration tools dominate the market, existing remote work tools lack a delicate feedback system that will enhance interpersonal connections. As a result, remote workers can get stressed when tasked with relationship-oriented activities. So there's a market need for a relationship-based visual collaboration tool. A solution that combines these two factors will enable remote workers to innovate together in revolutionary ways. Next, we synthesized our company goals. From our market research, we knew we wanted to design a tool that would allow workers to communicate in meaningful and collaborative ways. As a guiding principle, we wanted to foster feelings of connectedness, and ultimately, we wanted to completely reimagine the remote workspace. How could we make the remote workspace better for innovative work than the traditional workspace? Now I get to do the exciting part and introduce you to CONNEXT. It's a virtual workspace and a digital corkboard. First, let me show you how it works. This is what our login page looks like. Once you log in, there are two portals, one to the workspace and one to the corkboard. Employers can pick the number of rooms and floors that their company needs. You can join a team, and once in the team, you can speak with your coworkers. When you have a scheduled meeting, the system notifies you. For video calls, you can opt to have your memoji or a regular video feed. Participants can message each other and send emojis. For collaborative meetings, a virtual meeting room replaces traditional screen share. Here's what the virtual workspace looks like. When you first join, you can connect your Memoji and make adjustments to its presentation. Then you can see what it will look like in the workspace. Tools for visual work are incorporated into the platform. A pop-out toolbar enables you to see your messages and your schedule. From your schedule, you can directly enter meetings or workspaces. Here's what that looks like. You can wave and messages will pop up as you receive them. From the meeting room, you can directly reply to these messages. Additionally, employers can check in on your progress through the messaging system. You also have the option of entering the corkboard from the login portal. The corkboard allows people to build communities. They can post reminders, photos, stickers, or even audio clips. Boards are organized by company, department, or team. Clicking the logo will return you to the main portal. To restore a sense of personality to remote work, you can completely customize an avatar. Additionally, the messaging function gives you the opportunity to reach out to coworkers or to message a random coworker with a pick-me-up or a pleasant message. This provides a sense of spontaneity and boosts company morale. So let's break down how CONNEXT works. Here's an example of a remote worker's experience. Zoe has just started at a new job. She wants to get to know her colleagues, so she logs into her company's CONNEXT portal. There, she can log into the digital corkboard and she makes a post about her passion for photography. She quickly finds coworkers who share her interests, and they invite her to collaborate as a team. They're able to share ideas in the virtual workspace, and together they come up with an exciting new venture. To make sure that we are meeting the needs of remote workers, we made several iterations of designs and we tested them with real remote workers. Some feedback we got from these tests on our final design was that it made the coworkers feel happy to see each other in the workspace. They knew that they wouldn't get bored using this, and they also felt less alone. Additionally, the corkboard went through several iterations of design. We wanted to make sure that it was the best solution for visual collaboration and self-expression. In terms of practical applications of launch, we have 3 phases that begin with designing, developing, and then move into marketing, and post-launch, we will assess feedback to make necessary improvements. In the future, we hope to incorporate AR to further enhance the workspace. We also considered our expenses. We will have to hire front-end developers, back-end developers, and security IT, as well as a full-time IT operator. We will also have marketing, business insurance, and a business license. To reduce initial expenses, we can also seek to partner with any of these entities. Most importantly, we will have to establish a partnership with Apple or Snap Inc. to incorporate Memojis or Bitmojis. If we're unable to do this, we'll have to begin our work into AR earlier. Here's a look into what we think makes CONNEXT so special. There are a lot of tools for remote workers, but they're on many different platforms. CONNEXT combines them in one place with the opportunity to express your interests outside of work. In conclusion, by streamlining tools for remote work, building an opportunity for self-expression and spontaneity, we will meet the growing needs expressed by remote workers. In doing this, CONNEXT will become the future of remote work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Very nice job. We have time for questions now from our panelists.
Yeah, I could go ahead and start. Congratulations, Team E. I totally wanted to get that product right away. It was a very nice looking product concept. So my question here is, you know, you have a lot of capabilities that you defined in this product concept, right? So if I look at that, I say, okay, that's an entire product. If you were to define what would be your minimally viable product, right? What would that be? Because I could say, you know, you could go with the digital corkboard as a product, and then the other component as a product. So what is really the definition of your MVP?
We initially started with the concept of the virtual corkboard. So that would be our minimally viable product. Incorporating the virtual workspace is a support system built around it to allow the workers to flourish on a personal level, in addition to expressing themselves creatively through their work and their collaboration.
All right, thanks.
Hey there, Ken here. Love the work that you guys put together. Thanks so much. I'm curious why you guys chose to go with such a skeuomorphic design. Can you talk a little bit about the design decision there? Should I elaborate?
Yeah, I think elaborating a little bit more would be helpful for us all to answer it.
Absolutely. So you've really attached your product to the image of an office, and you've reused this idea of office spaces and floors and rooms, not just in name, but also in imagery and in the graphics that you use in your design. Can you talk a little bit about that design decision?
So you mean why did we use real photography instead of graphic?
Why are you using the photography? Why have the images of chairs and tables? Why use this very literal aspect of an office room?
For when we designed this one, we valued original workspace a lot, so that people will be able to access like the virtual workspace, like not taking that so alien things, and they can take it naturally and access to it, so that people can cooperate each other very freely.
I think additionally, we began our research from the position of kind of thinking about professionals who would need visual collaboration as an aspect of their work. But I believe that there is an opportunity as we incorporate those further developments of AR to build it out to be more applicable to different levels of work and skill-based working.
Any other questions?
I don't have a question, but to piggyback on what Ken just said, and for you guys, just so you know, I found it to be comforting that it was kind of like an office space. I can mentally see myself, you know, pretending to leave home to go to the office. And so it works for me. I'm old enough that it felt right, I guess. So it was a good sort of gut feel to do that, I think. But yeah, very good presentation. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right.